Thank you, Tarek. News4JAX continues to dig into the case of a former Duval County Teacher of the Year who says she is waiting for an apology from the district now that the state attorney has dismissed a criminal charge against her, citing insufficient evidence. 10 months ago, an 8th grade student accused teacher Caroline Lee of striking her. Lee was removed from the classroom and arrested. Today, digital reporter Travis Gibson spoke with a lawyer to find out what kind of protections there are for teachers who are accused of crimes they say they didn't commit. Travis.
Tom, I think it's really important to note in this case, the state attorney did not say the student lied about being hit, but did find there was not enough evidence to prosecute. I spoke to a lawyer today who said false allegations are rare, but can happen, and there are some protections in place for teachers. Former Darnell-Cookman Teacher of the Year Caroline Lee shared her story with News4JAX after she was arrested and accused of child abuse in October. That charge was dropped earlier this month after prosecutors said there weren't any witnesses or video evidence, and the student may have had motivation to make the story up. Lee says there need to be more protections in place for teachers accused of crimes.
If I don't like my French class, I can go and say, you know, my, guidance counselor, my French teacher called me a bad name. The teacher's out, the student is withheld. And I think that they're upheld. And I think that there has to be something which protects teachers.
Labor and employment attorney Tad Delagal, who is not affiliated with the case, said false allegations do happen.
You have situations where students will frankly conspire and make things up, and I've seen that happen. You have other circumstances where other persons may be covering up for their own wrongdoing and make a false accusation.
Delagal said teachers have union protections that help them keep their jobs.
State legislation could be bolstered to provide additional protections. The state statutes changed in 2011 to provide lesser protections, and frankly, they could go back to providing greater protections.
Lee said it was her word against the student and felt like she was thrown under the bus by Superintendent Dr. Diana Green after her arrest. Green said in a statement, in part, "This allegation and the arrest are beyond disturbing. What is alleged should never occur, ever, especially in a school setting."
On that, what I would have liked is for them to look into perhaps the validity of the student before throwing the teacher into a situation which is so bizarre.
But DCPS, who is still investigating the incident, said it was just following state law. In a statement, the district said state law and school board policy require that an employee be removed from all contact with students pending the outcome of an investigation when the allegations involve a threat to student safety and welfare. We also tried to reach out to the Duval Teachers Union to learn more about the protections in place to shield teachers against any false allegations, but we did not immediately hear back. Mary?